All right, guys, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to find out. I'm going to do this side first, which would be the front of the front. I mean, what would you call them? The front side first, or if you're looking at the engine, the right side first. I'm trying to designate when these two push rods are on the base level of the camshaft. In other words, when the valves are closed. So when the camshaft goes around, the upper part of the lobe pushes these up and opens up the valves. So what I'm trying to find out is when these push rods are on the lowest part of the camshaft lobe, which is the base of the base level of the camshaft lobes. So let's see here. See, this one here, this side here is opening up. Now what I did is I already went through this with the cycle. Okay, this one here is moving. Okay, it's tough with one person. All right, that side's moving. I want to do this one more time. Okay, see that one there moving? This is moving now. Now that one there is moving. So on this side here, the inner push rod's moving, but the outer one isn't. Okay, now the inner one went down. This one here went up. Now, the outer one on the right side is starting to move. So let's bring her back a little bit. And I believe these two are on the bottom of the camshaft lobes. I believe they are. They're seated on the, when I put this together, I called the tappets roller. I called the tappets roller rockers. What I meant to say is roller tappets. The tappets have wheels on them, so they're roller tappets. So I want to make sure my push rods are seating inside the rocker arm and my tappets. So I believe they're seating. Let me do this one more time to make sure, because this is crucial. Okay, that went up. Let's bring her back down. Going up a little bit. All right, I believe this side here is at its base lobe. So, let me consult my directions one more time, and around 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30 in the morning right now. We'll see what the next step is. All right, the instructions say for S&S push rods, you want to take all the slack out of these push rods, all the what's the term they use? Zero lash. So that means, see, right now I have a little bit of lash in both of these. So we want to take that out. I'm using a 7/16. What I'll do is grab this nut up here. And my tools, guys, are garbage, man. They are pure garbage. I don't even think you know what? I just did this. I just did it. Now it doesn't work now. Now it doesn't fit on these. Okay, we'll do the. All right, there. Now it fits. Must be camera shy. All right, clockwise. Okay, we've got zero lash out of the inside one. Do this one clockwise. Zero lash out of that one. And don't tighten nothing. And we're not done. Like I said, it's crucial to make sure that whatever side you're doing first, that these push rods are on the base lobe of the camshaft. So let's turn that wheel one more time. We'll keep an eye on these two guys up here. Man, that wheel hard to turn. Okay, you can see this one here moving. Whew. I'm going to see if I can lift this a little bit, guys. I want to make double sure of this, man. I think we're cold. Boy, is that one tight over there. Hold on, let's see if we can loosen this side up a bit. Now, another hint. You have to take your spark plugs out too. If you don't take your spark plugs out, you're going to have a really tough time turning this guy over. Let me loosen this one up more, guys. Okay. Should have brought my glasses band down with me. That's still tight. Let me loosen this guy up more here. Oh, my glasses. All right, I'm positive these are on the base lobe of the camshaft. So I took all the slack out of these. I can still turn them with my hands. So all the slack are out of these front ones. Now what they want me to do is they want me to paint a white mark. We're going to do one at a time. Not a little bit too much paint, guys. So let's see, where should we paint a white mark on here? We're not going to do that lock nut. What we're going to do is, here, let's do these top ones here. Okay. Because what they want you to do is, doing one at a time, they want you to turn these 4 turns, or 24 flats. And then we're going to wait 30 minutes for the tappet to bleed down. So we're going to do one tappet at a time, 30 minutes at a time. Okay, so here, let's do that. So I don't mess up my paint. Or you know what? Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. I'm going to mark. I marked the wrong one. I have to mark the bottom because that's what's going to turn. So get that paint off those guys. We don't want nothing to go into the oil, guys. There we go. So, okay. We'll hold in the top. And actually, these Chinese things don't work. There, okay. We already designated you tighten them by going clockwise. So, all right. You know what, guys? I got to get myself some knee pads, man. This is destroying my knees. Hold on. We'll do this over. All right, I got my knee pads on, guys. All right, now we're going to turn this 4 turns so the white mark is facing me. Okay, we got all our slack out. All right, here we go. It's 1 turn. That's 2 turns. That's 3 turns. And that's 4 turns. Now we're going to wait 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of bleed down time for this lifter, I should be able to turn the push rod with my hands. So let's go get a cup of coffee. Okay, guys, we had a cup of coffee. I can turn this by hand. So that works. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lock this boy in place. And you know what? I don't have another 7/16. So I'm going to have to buy another 7/16 before I can lock these in place. All right, well, okay. Now, let's do the one back there. At least I can get something done tonight. I do have more tools in the other garage. Maybe I have another 7/16 over there. But that has to wait till morning for me to go over there. All right. So, okay. 4 turns. This is going to be fun getting this inside one. You know, guys, this is going to take me maybe 5-10 minutes, so I'm going to put all you on pause. We'll pick it back up when I finish with that one. All right, that's 1 turn. Two turns. You know what? I think I rubbed away my mark. I think I did. No, there it is. All right, that's 3 turns. You know what? I'm going to do this one over. Oh my God! You know, I see how. I see why a lot of people buy a lift. You know what, guys? The lift is a couple $1,000, and that's without shipping. And I don't have that kind of money, so I guess I got to suffer. When you mark these with your little white paint mark, it's a good idea to put the mark as far down as you possibly can put it, where at the same time where you could see it, so then your wrench doesn't wear it away like it did to me. And if you're using paint, wait for it to dry. Okay, let's do this again. 4 turns. That's 1. 2. Oh my God. Oh, my legs, guys. My legs hurt. It's 3 turns. Ah. Oh, hold on. Let me take a breather, guys. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Hey, my debt consolidation went through, guys. All my debts are going to be paid off, and I'm going to try to keep it that way. All right, 1 more turn. You son of a gun. All right. That's 4 turns, or 24 flats. For those of you that don't know what a flat is, a flat, like if you got a 6-sided nut, okay, a 6-sided bolt, every side of that nut or bolt is a flat. All right. We're going to wait 30 minutes, and then we'll come back, and hopefully we can do that side. All right, guys. I got this side here to the to the bottom of the cam lobes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take out all the slack, and you do that by turning this lower nut clockwise. All the slack's out of that one, and in other words, the bell lashes, I call it slack. Now what we're going to do Put a little paint marker on that. I'm going to go as low as I can this time. Okay. Now, this time I'm going to wait for that paint to dry. Then we're going to come back and turn those 4 turns or 24 flats. Yeah, I forgot my knee pads, guys. So we're going to do the easy one first. All right, 4 turns. I don't know if you guys can see that. So my mark is dry. All right, just 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Okay, we're going to let that bleed down. Let's go and get another cup of coffee. Okie dokie, guys. My push rod turns. If they turn, you are successful. So now we got to do the last one, the inside one. Make sure all slack is out, all lash is out of the push rod. Okay, we're going to turn this guy 4 turns. This is going to suck because I can only go in here so much. All right, that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. And that's 4 turns. All right, we're going to wait 30 more minutes. And we're going to see if that one there was successful. Okay, guys, there almost ain't nothing left of this gasket. Look at this gasket, guys. This exhaust gasket. I took the other one out. It wasn't in such bad shape as this one. But this one here, boy, this is going to come out in pieces. I don't even think this was doing the job. This dude here is going to come out in pieces. Whew. There we go. All right, I think we got it all. Oh, and I got new ones for that somewhere around here. All right, so it's been a half an hour. Let's see if that inside push rod will turn, which yes, it does. So all I got to do now is lock the lock nuts down, which I don't have another 7/16 inch wrench because I need another one, and I don't have one. I have to go buy another one. So let me see if I can install the exhaust gaskets. Let me get them. Okay, here's the exhaust gaskets, and these are tapered. So if you're looking inside, see that little ridge? So the tapered side has to be pointed outward out of the engine, so the pipe can go inside it. So just like this. So if you see that little ridge in there, that has to go toward the engine. And there is, believe it or not, guys, there is tools for this. Here, let's see if I can get you guys positioned. Okay, so let's see here. Guys, I need 2 hands. I'm sorry. All right, so what we're going to do is I got the one side in. What I'm going to do is, with the end of my hammer, without nicking anything on the bike, there, she's going in. And we're going to just go around. Okay, boys and girls. I will tell you, sound is definitely louder. When I revved it those 2 times, it was like someone punched me right in the chest. I can't wait to get this out on the road and just see the torque. It's got to have crazy torque in first gear. I mean, it's got to have crazy, frickin' jack shamming, duck plucking torque in first gear, man. It's got to. I'm pretty sure I adjusted the push rods the correct way. I rehearsed the process hundreds of times in my mind. You guys seen what I did. I'm sorry I couldn't get a better picture for you guys, but you know, I could have easily set the GoPro up that way you'd see the push rods better. It's just I'm always in a rush, man, to get things done. So, you know, the way I did it is you could do either cylinder first. I did the front one first. You make sure those push rods are all the way down. Both of them are down. That means your valves aren't open. They're closed. When the push rods are down, when the push rods go up, you know, the rock arms go like that and it pushes your valve open. So when the push rods are all the way down, your valves are closed. And you take zero lash, you know, you take the slack out of the push rods. You do it with your fingers. And I did one at a time because that's what the book said. Maybe you could do 2 at a time, but the book told me to do 1 at a time. You turn them 24 flats or 4 turns. You put that little paint marker on the bottom adjuster and you turn it 4 times. Then you wait for that. I waited 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and it worked. The tappets bled down, and you're able to turn the push rod with your hand. I was able to tighten the nuts. I thought I needed 3 7/16, but you don't. You need 2 7/16, and I tightened the adjusting nuts. And I should have showed you guys how I got the clips back in, but I was running low on memory, and I wanted to clear my memory to make this video here. But what I did to get the clips back in, you know, the push rod cover clips, is I used a screwdriver, and I pushed the tube down, almost like when you do old brake shoes, old drum brakes. I pushed the tube down, and it slid the cover right in. It was actually easier than getting it off. But that does have a deeper sound. It is significantly louder. Now, I still got to change the oil in this. I didn't lose a lot of oil. That's why I decided to start it up. I figured it's safe starting it up. I didn't lose a lot of oil. When I change the oil, I'm going to take the bottom of the engine nut off. There's a drain plug at the bottom of the engine. I have a new one. I bought it like a year ago. But I am going to change the oil in this. I'm going to put synthetic oil in it. And so, yeah, I also had to play with the idle mixture screw a little bit. I had to back it off a little bit. I had to turn it counterclockwise. And my idle, I brought it up just a hair, maybe a 1/16 of an inch of a turn. And she's cool in the gang, guys. So what's the next step for this besides oil? The paint job. I have a lot of things in mind what I want to do. I want to put some kind of a religious. I'm thinking of putting a cross on the gas tank with Jesus in the crucifixion scene on it. You know, because I've been touched by God, bro. I know many of you might think that, oh, he's going religious. I've always been religious, but I was touched by God through my dog Max. I swear it. I'm not going to go into the experiences that he gave us, but he reassured us that there is life after death. And that's why I want to put Jesus Christ on the gas tank. A big, from the filler, from the gas cap on down to the bottom of the tank. I want to make it one big cross of Jesus in a crucifixion scene, and I want to work my dogs into it somehow. I want to put that on the gas tank, on the front and on the rear fender, brother. That's how it's going down. Just like that. And I don't care who likes it and who don't, because that's what I want. That's what I require. So, happy Kwanzaa, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Shablalooey, and whatever kind of holidays that they're supposed to be to make these ducks shucking more money. So, all right. Be safe, or don't.